Good morning and welcome to Unity of Stockton's Sunday morning service. I am Reverend Marianne and I am broadcasting live from beautiful Angels Camp, California. Thank you, Reverend Sheila and Unity of Stockton, for hosting me this morning. I am very grateful to be here. It's been a wild morning. We just lost our kitten and found him 2 minutes ago. So let's just all of us join together now and collectively take a nice deep breath. And come into this present moment, this sacred, beautiful moment where we have everything we need or will ever need, we have right here, right now, in the fullness of this wonderful, friendly universe. Yes, we have a choice. Do we live in a friendly or unfriendly universe? Today, together with me, let's choose to affirm that we live in a friendly universe. So let's take a nice deep breath, and I invite you to close your eyes just for a moment and connect to the God source of your being, the God of your understanding, that which gives you hope, comfort, refuge in times of trouble, in times of sadness, in times of grief, in times of change. Dear God, we connect to you now. We reach out our arms. We reach out with our prayers. We consciously open our hearts to receive your graces, your mercy, your direction, your healing. Feel your feet solidly on the ground beneath you. Connect to this home that we have been gifted for this time, for this day, for this moment. We say thank you for the gift of this beautiful home we call Earth. We say thank you for those who love us and who we have the gift of loving. We thank you for this brand new opportunity to be, as Jesus said, the light of the world. And we bring to mind in this moment those who we hold in prayer. I invite you to, wherever you are, speak the names of those you are praying for. Speak wellness and wholeness and joy. Speak healing. Speak words of blessing. I would like to speak the names of Volker Allwest and KD and Edna, Loretta, Jeremy and Amanda and their children, all the people alone in hospital beds around the world, all of those suffering from depression and hunger and abuse. Those who are suffering, I ask for healing and blessing and peace. God bless our country. God bless the United States of America. God bless our world and all countries. May peace rain down. May the light shine into the darkness of all hate, all judgment. May we all realize in this moment that we are brothers and sisters in this, all in this life together. Let there be peace on earth. And let it begin with me. In the name and through the power of Jesus, our way shower, and the Christ light that He said was in each one of us. In the name of the light within you and within all, I call it forward. I call it to magnify and grow and spread across the land. May we each realize our collective purpose to be love, to put aside our judgments, to put aside our hate, to shine the perspective of our mind's bullseye on how we can be of service, how we can love, because if you're still here, that is your purpose. Thank you, dear God, for being the light that I see by, the intention that I live by. May your dominion increase. And so it is. Amen. So my talk today is called The Heart of the Matter. And the heart of the matter is love. It's the reason why we're here. And I have to be honest with you, this is a really difficult time to be a minister. But it's why we're all here. I am only one among the billions of ministers of God. You are one. You are the light of the world. Jesus said, I can do all of this, everything I do. You can do this and more. And now we're giving all of these circumstances that are unfolding right before our eyes. And we're so tempted to go into the matrix of judgment and division and hate and us against them, the good against the evil, the dark against the light, when we all have a combination of dark and light within us, every one of us. We have contrast so that we can appreciate all the good. We have wounds that are the portals to healing and wholeness. We all have wounds. None of us gets through this life without being wounded deeply. And I believe there's a purpose for that. And the heart of the matter is that we come into this world perfect, little bundles of light, light-filled God, source, incarnated little souls that come into these bodies. And I believe that we've made agreements for circumstances to happen so that we can know ourselves at the highest aspect of who we are, through our trials, through our wounds, through our tribulations. I came into a body that got really tall really fast. And when I went to kindergarten, I was like twice as tall as all the cute little petite little girls. And so one of my first wounds was that I'm different. Besides the hair that we didn't know what to do with. So my mom cut it off. And then I had thick glasses. They were cat eyes, but I felt very different, very much like an outcast at 5 years old. And so to try and fit in, I tried to make myself small and short. And it began a process in me of inadequacy and of hiding to where I slumped over and hunched over. And my posture became very, very distorted. I've carried this wound with me my entire life. And in my 30s, I decided I really wanted to heal that, along with all of the other massive wounds that I was trying to heal. So this wound began as trying to fit in. And it made my posture cave forward and close off my heart chakra, my heart center, the heart of the matter. A little later in life, other things began to pile on that wound. I was not safe in my home and in my bed. And because of that, when I would go to sleep at night, I would curl into the tightest ball, sleeping in this defensive posture that I still will revert to this day. This wound is subconscious, it is deep, and I have probably 10% of power to change it on a conscious level. I became a personal trainer. I became an endurance athlete. I run half marathons and ultra trail runs, and I'm a yoga instructor. I'm a minister, I'm a healer. But yet, on my ordination day, the director of my school looked at me and straightened her posture to correct me before I walked up to receive my stole and be ordained, because I was slumping over. So what is the heart of the matter? This is an example. Every one of us has a wound. This is one particular one that I'm talking about, and it involves my heart. It involves my alignment with Source. So I don't have the answer. I'm not going to be healed. Well, maybe I will in this moment. But if we all collectively, Jesus said, where two or more are joined, there I am in the midst. So using this example of me falling in and out of alignment, how can we as a collective and as individuals heal these wounds to come into our wholeness, come into our fullness. These are questions I don't necessarily have the answer to. But I know that the heart of the matter is choice. We can choose to look at the causes. I've come into several realizations this week that around my alignment, around my posture. And I know that by bringing it out into the light and talking about it is a huge step in acknowledging my wound, the sacredness of that. And also in the same moment, acknowledging and recognizing that great healing, great alignment, great return to wholeness and open-heartedness can occur as I share it. So we have a choice to go into that fetal position and hide and go into defensiveness. Or we can say, yes, this is a wound. This is a wound I've been carrying for 61 years. And I choose to share it with the world. I have bad posture. I go out of alignment. My heart closes. And then I realize it and open back up and straighten back up and stand tall. And in that moment is a small healing of that wound. So where am I going with this? What is the heart of the matter? Humanity is going through a birthing process right now. And it's a long, bloody, painful, excruciatingly painful labor. We're all in it together. And what makes it harder, even like if you're a woman that's given birth, what makes it harder? Fighting against it. Holding your breath. There's been a collective mantra since the murder of George Floyd saying, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I affirm I can breathe. I affirm all people can breathe. We can affirm it together where two or more are joined. There I am. Join with me in breathing for those oppressed by racial prejudice. Black Lives Matter. I breathe with you. Those of us who can't breathe from this pandemic, from COVID. As light workers, those of us who can breathe, we breathe with you now. We join together, we hold hands collectively, and we send you our breath, the holy breath of God. I'm breathing with you. This life is so precious. And all of these events are unfolding so that we know how precious life is. So that we know how precious our children are. So that we know how precious our parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and neighbors are. So that we stop taking this miracle for granted. Do you have guilt in your heart? Do you have regrets? Those are wounds that are portals to your wholeness. They're precious. Just love yourself. Give yourself a break. Look in the mirror and say, I'm letting you off the damn hook. That's what God would say. God would say, you're my perfect, innocent, beloved, spiritual baby. I'm so proud of you. I sent you to this planet and threw obstacle at you nonstop every day to see you shine despite it all. You are here to love, and you have done well. You are the light of the world. You're beautiful. You're precious. You're good enough. You're here for a reason. And that reason is the heart of the matter. So turn off the news. Take a walk in the sunshine. Take a swim in the lake. Call your mom, call your dad, call your daughter, call your son. Write a letter. Drink a lot of water. And keep moving. Keep moving. Stand up tall and open your heart. All of your wounds are the portal to wholeness. So when they come forward, they step forward in your consciousness. As we sent blessings to the people on our prayer list, I invite you this week to send blessings to those wounds that step forward this week. Bring yourself back into the fold, back into the circle of love that you hold for everyone else. The only enemy that we have is our self-judgment and our judgment of others. This is a movie, and you are the director of your life. And at the end of this life, at the end of this movie, whatever it turns out to be, it's been your choice all along. I'm not saying that we chose these events. We choose our response. So what will be your response for the rest of this movie called your life? I intend to see through the eyes of love. My intention is to see you through the eyes of love. To see events unfolding through the eyes of love. To be of service. To use this vehicle, this body, in service to God. In service to love. God is love, and I serve love. I work for God. Who do you work for? It's always your choice. And that is the heart of the matter. I love you so much. I see you healed, in alignment with truth, focused on the intention to be love. I see all of your cells enlivened with love and light. I see your mission full of clarity, of unity, of all of us joining together on this planet and creating heaven on earth. It's our choice. It's your choice. Heaven or hell. You have the power to change your life, to heal your life, and to be the blessing that God sent you here to be. Don't ever forget who you are. I love you. Namaste.